What's going on? How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm real good, real good. So, where you at? You at school or at home?
Yeah, I'm at school.
Okay, good, good,
Yeah.
good. All right. The next generation, right?
Yeah. Okay,
That's
I'm
awesome. How's your
I'm trying to figure out how to screen record this because it would be better.
you just go to you go to see where the camera is, and it'll tell you choose video setting. You see that? Yeah, I don't know if you see it on your side. I see it on, or you see the little button down here that says record right here? There's a circle. It's a circle. It says record.
Yeah, it's already recording for me, but I don't know if it's gonna record the video.
The video part of it.
Yeah.
It should. It should.
Okay.
It should. It should. So why don't you take it away?
All right. So I have just a few questions for you.
Yes.
First off, introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Sylvester Knox, President and CEO of the Knox Group Global Wealth Management. I've been doing this now for 30 over 30 plus years. And so it's been very challenging and very busy, but very glorifying, should I say.
Okay.
Certainly glad I'm doing it.
All right. So, what's your position title? Well, you're CEO, so
President and CEO, yes.
okay. Um, what's like a major activity that's during the week for you?
Well, I get several reports every Monday that allows me to see where my clients are as far as their positions, cash flow needs. It gives me an idea of where they are as far as if anything I need to invest in, or I look at the marketplace and I see something that's exciting, so I can help them make some money. I will proceed with those funds. So I'll look at that first thing in the morning. Then I'll go to my operation part of it, where I review, make sure accounts are held titled correctly, make sure I also have many partners here. So there's a lot of moving pieces that help make my job easy.
Yeah.
So we'll do a lot of, we have an administrator here who oversees operations, making sure that, the clients get, somebody picks up the phone when a client calls, and
Okay.
making sure that we're constantly bringing the red carpet service to our clients. That's the main focus.
Okay. Your job or okay, not even for your job. What do you find most important when it comes to working as a skill,
I
ability,
think
personal
communication.
quality,
Everybody's got to be on the same page. So you want to
communication?
start your day with communicating. Things happen throughout the week, throughout the months, throughout the years. Clients want wires. Someone wants a wire for 100,000. This one wants a wire for this amount of money. So you got to make sure you execute on those things. So it's a constant communication that has to go on throughout the day. We also look at we're growing business, so we bring on new clients, and how do we onboard these clients, and how do we position them to certainly become clients? So we look at a lot of avenues where we keep growing the business.
Like your preparations class, you just said the
My
experience.
preparation is I can get up early, so I like getting up early. I can study long. I want to have fun. I want to go play ball. I want to do all the things you want to do, but I also understood the importance of making time available so that I can stay on top of what I need to do.
Time
Because there's
management.
nothing worse than paying for a degree and you don't get it and you paid all this money.
Yeah.
So the main focus is yes, my buddies want to hang out, they want to chase the ladies, they want to do this, but at the end of the day, for me, it was about how do I get from A to B. It
Time
was
is
like
money.
I'm looking to, I'm not looking to. And back then, I was like, I'm not looking to struggle. I'm looking to make it and bake it.
Yep. That's the main thing. I
That's
said
it.
time is money, and the
That's
truth
right.
is,
That's
time can cost you your money.
that's right.
Um, what major academics would you recommend? I mean, what academic major would you recommend for your
Well,
field?
my degree is in business administration. I also went to Wharton for a year there. I would say finance, mathematics, anything business. It's businesses is where you have the true opportunity to grow as high as you want to go. Because at the end of the day, your name's on the door. You're a corporation. You're doing things. You're trying to grow, and you just want to make sure that you have the mental capacity to execute that. Because the key is, too often guys get caught up, and you know what, your girlfriend gets pregnant, takes you offline. Then you got to struggle to get back online, and then it's a tit for tat to get where you want to go. So you have to focus hard on making sure that you're focused on where you want to go. I didn't ask you what degree are you studying for?
Business administration.
Okay, great. There you go. So,
And
so it gives you a broad perspective.
I switched it because recreation administration, that was my first major. It wasn't, it's not what I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to do the sports management field. So I'm going to ask you about that after. Because
Okay.
the questions I'm asking you right now are the required questions. And
Yes, of
I have
course.
my questions that I can, of course, ask you.
Okay. Absolutely.
Okay, so next question would be you answered the specific courses. You said finance and class and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
anything mathematics, finance, business. I mean, I was great in all of it. I loved math in all categories. Statistics, I loved.
Types of experience, paid or unpaid, would you recommend for this preparation of work?
I would recommend an internship at either a brokerage firm, a bank, an insurance company. This way, you get to understand the movement of money, how their products align with the money, and actually get the coaching that you're going to need to help, feed that seed so that when you graduate, you got an opportunity waiting for you. All you got to do is walk through the door.
Okay. Um, how rapid is this career field gone with like the wealth management?
It's fast paced. It's nonstop. Anytime you're dealing with people's wealth, it's always an
A lot
interesting
of people.
challenge.
Because there's a lot of rich
Exactly.
people.
You're talking about, decisions you make affects if their kids go to college or what college
Yep.
they go to.
And I was just about to
Decisions you
say
make.
a
I'm
lot of
sorry.
like people who get rich at like a young age, they need
Mm.
help with people telling them like, hey, you don't need to be buying this, man. You need to figure out how
Exactly.
to
You
spread
put
your
them, you
money.
put them on a budget.
Yep. How would you describe the future prospects in this field?
It's great. Sky's the limit. Remember, my generation is getting older now, so there's a whole slew of opportunities for someone young to come to this business, learn the business, and
Mhm.
also be able to take over because a lot of us, 10, 20 years are going to retire.
Yeah,
And
and I
so
feel
who's
like
going
everyone's getting smarter.
yeah, and who's going to matter? Even though people are smarter, they can watch the internet, they can look at the computer, look at TV. At the end of the day, this business is very detailed. So they're not going to look at the same way you look at it. So you
Yeah.
have to be mindful that I do get people some every now and then will come to me, like, oh, I buy stocks too. Yeah, but you know what? They're losing their shirt too. So, you have to kind of look at that as, you know what, you can go play around, but at the end of the day, your serious money, you got to let a professional handle it.
Okay. What is a trend you're starting to see in the career field that you're in?
The trend is that people are going independent. They're no longer going to work for the big firms. I came out of Merrill Lynch all those years. So, now you can go independent and you don't need a Merrill Lynch. You can do your own thing. So I see a trend of people saying, hey, why should I share all the pie with them when I can keep the pie myself? I just got to work harder.
I like that one. What implication of these trends for someone trying to enter the field?
What was the beginning of that?
What is the implications like?
Well,
Um,
the implication is that, first of all, you got a job. That's the first thing. Second thing is you want to get in a good coaching environment. So this way you can learn the business.
yeah,
You
you
don't
don't.
want to be sitting around 10 years and you're still in the same department. You want to be actively out there reaching for higher goals. So you want to know, okay, I can do this for a year. What's my next step? What's my growth path? What are my opportunities? Now, some of them might be that you want to get licensed, which is a great path to go. Some of them might be that you want to do something administrative, which is a great path to go. So it all depends on the individual.
Okay. Um, do you recommend any professional associates for this field?
Um, when you say professional associates, you mean recommending people to people, or associate in the sense of what can I learn that would help me in this field?
People to people, like say Bank of America and let's think of a credit firm. Like sec you decide to help each other or
Yeah,
something?
well, that's fine. I mean, and I thought about investment banking. That is a way where you merge companies together. That's also an opportunity there too. But if you do that route, you're going to have to go get an MBA from one of the schools because they're going to require that to be in that business. Now, the unfortunate part of that business is investment banking is hot or cold. If it's hot, everybody's making a lot of money. If it's not, they're laying off a lot of people.
Okay. Yeah. That's the bad part. Everything seems like a gamble nowadays.
That's right. That's right. You want to build something that's steady, consistent, and continues to grow.
Last required question.
Sure.
What is a suggestion you would have for someone wanting to enter this field?
I would say if you're in school, you want to have conversations like this. You want people to introduce you to stuff. During your summers, you want to try to intern at a bank or an institution that'll put you around numbers or in space where you get to understand processes and how people execute things. So those are the main areas. And then obviously, you know, if you, what state are you in? You're in just in North
North
Carolina.
Carolina.
So then I know a lot of guys in North Carolina. So you want to get even the financial advisor in North Carolina could say, hey, you can follow me or come to the office 2 days a week and let me show you what we do.
So internship starts you off.
Absolutely. All day. They're going
All
to have you
right.
pushing a lot of paper, but it's worth it.
Now the fun questions as I think of them. What do you like most about your job?
Um, Helping people. At the end of the day, what I do, my way of giving back is helping people who don't have the information, don't know what the decisions to make, and you're guiding them through that process to help them have a better life.
Helping people keep their wealth,
That's
basically.
right. And also have a great life.
Yeah.
Wealth doesn't also mean that you're going to be happy. So you got to
Yeah.
keep it in perspective.
Because a lot of people say money doesn't bring happiness.
No, I got a lot of wealthy clients. They're miserable. They're just unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. If I had money like these people, I would.
Yeah, but you be out there having a ball.
Um, what do you see some of your disadvantages of working that job?
The disadvantage I would say is that it's nonstop. There's no downtime.
You
You,
always feel like you're working.
you always feel like you're working. They call my cell. They call the office. They call everywhere. Just there's no downtime.
No off
Even with
day.
the downtime, you're texting people stuff. People want to buy a house, you help them buy a house, all kind of stuff.
And then, what is like a normal day of work like? How many hours a day do you work?
What you try to do is have balance in your life. So I start the day about 6:30. Then I do what I got to do for my mom. I take care of her, get her out the house, and then I just come to work and I start. Sometimes I like to work late too. Sometimes I work till 8, 9 o'clock at night, just doing stuff, prepping. I'm always thinking about, okay, what am I going to do tomorrow? What am I going to finish up today? So you got to be very goal oriented. Got to be organized and goal oriented.
And you're the president, so you can tell yourself you want to leave. You can leave.
Exactly. But there's a responsibility to your clients. It's just, yeah, you can walk out the door anytime you want, but there's a responsibility to your clients that you have to have. They
Okay.
expect you. Like I had a client that lost a loved one. She didn't know what to do. She was panicked. She's like, we need money for the funeral. So I was there to help her.
So for me, I am a business administration major,
Right.
and I'm
What year
taking
you're in right now?
sophomore.
Sophomore. That's what I thought.
So, I'm taking these business administration classes and
Uh-huh.
talking to you right now. You're a wealth broker and wealth
Uh-huh.
management.
hmm
I want to be a sports management. Um,
hmm You told me that.
so I can combine all that, and that's what I want to do. I want to be able to help my athlete or whoever
hmm
I'm helping. Like, hey,
Right.
I want to be like a personal advisor, basically. So,
Okay. Okay. So
would you?
you can do two things. Obviously, you can help negotiate the contract
Mhm.
and be the agent on that side. You can also be a personal financial advisor to them, where you get a certain designation and allow you to talk with them about what they're doing with their money, helping them to identify a budget so they can live off and not blowing their money. You gotta remember, most athletes, by the time they're 65, are broke. Not everybody's LeBron James. So you got to keep in mind. I know a lot of guys I watch play ball in the pros. They work at the post office now. So you got to keep an eye on the fact that a lot of them, unfortunately, they get hooked up with this woman, that woman, a couple of kids, and they all that money's gone.
Just blowing their money.
It's blown, just blown. And then you stop playing ball in your 30s. What are you gonna do with the next 60, 70 years of your life?
Just
And that money's
gotta
gotta
stretch it
last.
out.
That money's gotta last all those years.
Yeah, and not a lot of players are getting the LeBron contracts. Like someone might get a
No.
3 year, 3 million. They mess
Yep.
around and blow that on accident.
They might be 10% of the pro athletes that are getting those kind of contracts.
Yeah.
The rest of them are getting 5 years, 7 million a year. And you got to remember, see, when they tell you that they're making 7 million, just take half off the table because they got to pay federal government, the state taxes, their agent, everybody else that's on their payroll, and maybe they're left with 3 million.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah,
I've always thought like
every time they give you a number, it's just take half off the table because it's
yeah,
going to the IRS.
I got to remember that because I think when I see a big contract, I'm like, oh, he's getting 250 million for these 4 years.
No, he's only
But
getting 125 million.
then
And then
that's
on top of
every year,
that,
and
that's
then
right.
that's going somewhere else. Mm.
That's right. They're paying a lot of taxes.
That's why
The
they say
government.
endorsements and stuff is big because
Oh
some
yeah, you got
players they're
to
living off
endorsements help
those.
too. But most of
What is
those
that?
guys, you want to probably set up LLC because they're going to need some tax protection.
Yeah,
So that's another thing I'll show you down the road is that you can set up an LLC for an athlete and have him get paid there, and then he takes an income from the LLC, and then all his travel expenses can be tax deducted against the LLC. And this way, the money's out of his name. Guess what? You sue him. Hey, I don't want money. You got to sue his LLC, and then that's going to be a harder road to go.
well,
There's a lot of different strategies.
it the I know you see a lot of unfortunate situations that you just wish you could help, and
Yeah,
there's is some just too far gone.
yeah, but you know what? You try to put them on a good path. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
you never say never that a person can't turn it around, or if they had misfortune, that you can't help guide them back to get themselves stable and stand on their feet. Nobody wants to hand out. They just want to be able to take care of themselves.
but yeah, that I'm trying to think. Do I have another question for you?
Huh.
Because I asked you all the major questions I had written down, and I don't want to waste this opportunity because I don't know when I'm gonna catch you again. Um,
I mean, I'm around.
yeah, I'm trying to
It
think of
just
another
gets real
good
busy in the
question
summertime.
that I could use for this. Yeah, but I definitely do. I need to get into some internships just for anything really.
Yeah,
Sports,
just to get to know something, get some, to get something under your belt. Nobody wants to hire a kid that knows nothing, just got his degree. Okay, I got 1,000 kids with degrees. What's going to separate you from them?
yeah. I
Yeah,
I plan
and,
to
and you
come
got to
up
keep in
north.
mind. I know you love the dread. I know you love the curly curls there, but corporate America is a little different. So you
Yeah,
got to be prepared to deal with that.
yeah. I'm gonna get that together eventually.
And I know. I'm just letting you know. They're gonna look at you sideways. You walk in the door like that. That's all.
But
We want
um,
we want them to focus on your brain, nothing else.
that's what I try to think of it as. You got to look at the inside, not the
That's
outside.
right. Once you become very wealthy, then you can grow them back.
Oh, another question. Okay, say
Yeah.
in your office, do
hmm
you what's like the dress code that you have?
we the world has changed since COVID. So before pre-COVID, everybody wore a suit and tie, and I guess dress themselves accordingly. But now it's really more of a dress down focus. I always wear a suit because it's just my nature. But it's more casual. Business casual is fine. You don't want, a shirt. And I haven't worn a tie in weeks. I belong to a frat, so that was the last time I wore a tie. So, you can, you got to play, you got to look at the environment. See, I always say, when you're new, walk into the environment, see what the other men are doing. Are they wearing ties? Are they just wearing jackets? They're wearing a white shirt and a jacket. Fine. If it's more dressy, then I gotta dress accordingly. Then,
Yeah. You just
because remember, before you even say two words out of your mouth, they're gonna make an impression of you immediately.
just look at you and your body language.
What's that?
Look at you and your body language.
That's right.
You
And
look
so you want
nervous.
that to
Are
be
you put together, confident?
all you want to do is be smiling like I'm ready to go.
I'm ready
That's
to
all you
go.
want to do.
I
I'm
know what
ready to
I'm
go.
doing
That's all you want. Yeah, I know why I'm here and I know what I can do.
here.
That's it.
But
That's it.
that's all the questions I have.
All right. Well, like I said, you can always text me. We can do it again. It's not a problem. Like I said, just gotta give me a little time. Let me know.
Of course. All right, let me figure out how to pause this. Oh, here we go.